Yo, this is crazy. They said Jarrell Big Baby Miller has failed a third drug test ahead of his now canceled Anthony Joshua fight. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the Super Chat channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Shout out to ESPN. Information link in the description. Also sign up for ESPN Plus. Crawford Khan is on pay-per-view tomorrow. Alistair Overeem has a fight in St. Petersburg, Russia. It helps the channel. Link is in the description. I'm an affiliate with ESPN Plus. So if you'd like to sign up for your 7-day free trial, $4.99 a month after that, then click the link below. More bad news in the case of Jarrell Miller. Now, we know his fight with Joshua is already canceled. In case you live under a rock, you'll know he failed drug test 1. On my channel, I got the information, and Eddie Hearn confirmed it, and ESPN and all these places, that he had failed a second drug test. Now it just came out that a third failed drug test for a third different drug was detected in his system. So the second and third failed tests were for 2 different drugs on the same date, and then the first one was a completely different date. Now, this is what Dan Rayfield of ESPN said. Heavyweight contender Jarrell Big Baby Miller, who was already denied a boxing license earlier in New York for a world title because of a positive test for a banned substance, has failed a second and third test for other banned substances. Sources with knowledge of the test result told ESPN on Friday. The result from a blood sample collected from Miller by the VADA Association on March 31st came to light on Friday and were positive for human growth hormone, which people know as HGH, which is on the WADA ban list. Then a urine sample also collected March 31st returned positive results for 2 additional banned substances later on Friday. EPO, which increases the oxygen carrying capacity of blood, which would help a fighter from showing fatigue late in a fight, and GW 1516, which an athlete might use to assist in fat loss or as an endurance booster. Salida Promotions and Greg Cohen Promotions are very disappointed in these findings and feel awful fight fans will be deprived of what would have been a great fight. Salida and Greg Cohen, Miller's co-promoters, told ESPN in a joint statement following the revelation of the positive test, quote, It's a terrible outcome, and unfortunate situation for all parties involved. On Tuesday, results from a urine sample provided to VADA on March 20th tested positive for GW 1516. On Wednesday, the New York Athletic Commission denied Miller of a license, all but ending his hope of fighting Joshua, etc. Hearn said he's moving on. Quote from Hearn, he says, "To be honest, I can't believe it. You always want to give an athlete the benefit of the doubt, but this leaves no doubt," Hearn told ESPN. "It worries me that fighters feel the only way they can beat AJ is by taking banned substances. One thing we knew and know is Miller is out. AJ's new opponent for June 1st will be announced next week. Clean fighters only need apply." You can, for the rest of it, you can go to the article. This is terrible news for Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I mean, failing this many times, failing with 3 different substances. Well, actually, I guess it's 3 fails, but it's 2 substances. No, actually, no, it's 3. I'm right. Yeah. HGH, which a lot of people know that, which is clearly a steroid. EPO, which a lot of people know that. In the UFC world recently, TJ Dillashaw failed for that. And then also this GW 1516. So he has multiple tests, different dates with all this. So it sounds like some kind of PED cocktail was ingested or injected. In an EPO, I think you have to inject that. I don't know if there is a pill form or another form that is commonly used for EPO. But that's what TJ Dillashaw recently got a 2-year maximum ban. So, not only does this it's a huge cash out and missed opportunity at 4 belts. You're losing $6 to $8, maybe more $1 million. Your biggest fight purse. Your reputation has been tarnished. You know, the public's reaming you. You're gonna face fines and bans. The DAZN card is all fucked up now. You know, this is just a terrible, and everybody's looking to blame you. There's no way around this. Miller denied it a couple days ago. You know, these are some of the quotes. "I am absolutely devastated. I have never knowingly taken any banned substances, and when I found out the news on Tuesday, I was totally shocked." And then it says, "My team and I stand for integrity, decency, and honesty, and together we will stand to fight this with everything we have." You know, with the new, he said this stuff before. He said on his Instagram, social media before. With the new findings of having HGH in your system and then also EPO, I don't really know how you fight that, because these are multiple tests, multiple dates, and you know, I don't know what the recourse is for that, because that's a lot of stuff in your system, you know, and it's hardcore stuff, all of it. You know, this article says the positive test for HGH is the third positive of Miller's combat sports career. In 2014, when he was participating in Glory Kickboxing, he tested positive in a urine sample for the banned substance methylhexylamine or whatever, after a decision loss to Mirko Krokop. The California State Athletic Commission suspended Miller for 9 months and fined him $2,500. So he also has this waning against him. You know, getting done from the fight will cost Miller a career high purse of $4.875. He was also due to earn additional money from a percentage of the pay-per-view profits from Sky Sports. So, you know, he's almost getting $5 million, but they're estimating he would have cleared a lot more. In addition, Miller will lose out on at least another $3 million because his deal with DAZN called for 2 $1.5 million comeback fights in the event of a loss to Joshua. Oh, wow. The biggest purse of Miller's career was a little over $500K for his 4th round knockout of Bogdan Dinu. Crazy. That's a lot of money. So they said he was going to get 1.5 even if he lost to Joshua for at least 2 more fights. So that's 3 million, you know, 4.8. So we'll round up to 5 for the Joshua fight. Plus he was entitled a percentage of the proceeds from, you know, UK pay-per-view sales for helping promoting, pushing Joshua, trash talking. All of that's out the window. I don't know who they're gonna get. I don't know how he would bounce back from this in terms of clearing his name, which he said he was gonna fight this, him and his team. The other thing is he said my team is about decency and, you know, these things. So when you have injectable things like EPO and HGH, how did it get in your system? You're not copping to it. You're not indicting or, you know, incriminating your team. So how did this stuff get in your system? That's the question people are going to want to know. So, you know, people are going to just assume he did it unless he can come up with some kind of way to rectify that. And I don't see it's going to be hard with that many crucial things in your system, you know. And it sucks that people, to fight a champion, you get, you know, work hard, and, you know, to beat him, you think you have to do all this extra shit. And people, let this be a lesson. People gotta understand these fighters and athletes is really not worth it. Like TJ Dillashaw in the UFC, he can't fight in the UFC for 2 years. Plus, they're not gonna give him like a commentary job, I would imagine. You know, so he's gonna be basically unemployed. Was he gonna get a job at fucking Bed Bath & Beyond, Home Depot or some shit? You know, that's 2 years of income. So whatever purse you made, you got fined and all this. Your reputation takes a hit. People start questioning all your past wins. Like, dang. You know, and in Miller's case, he squandered all this money before the fight. That he, like, all of that's off the table. You know, you could get dropped from DAZN because you really put them in a bind. You know, they were gonna cash you out, and their event is now fucked up. FUBAR. Bad situation. People have to make the right decisions. You know, this is crucial. You know, you got to discern and decide what's worth it to you. And just from a pure conjecture and perception place, Jarrell Miller's style of fight would represent a style where this stuff that he flagged for you could be like, okay, because he's a 315 pound plus man throwing more punches than guys who weigh consider 60 less pounds than him, 70 less pounds than him, you know. So that doesn't help you just from a circumstantial evidence point of view either, because it's like, okay, that's why he was throwing so many punches. He's on something like EPO, which is, you know, get you like the Energizer Bunny, unlimited levels of energy. You know, this is just horrible news. You know, DAZN, I don't know what they're gonna do for the event, but more importantly, I don't know what Jarrell Miller's gonna do. Let me know what you guys think. That's the latest. He failed 3 drug tests, 3 different PEDs. This is insane. I don't remember the last time before a big fight we had all this. Sad news for boxing fans too, who are looking forward to this fight. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.